Turkeys are scandalously cheap this Easter, and they make a delicious roast any weekend. Juicy and tender and meaty. People love eating turkey, big or small. A turkey's a real meaty bargain.
Now for real country eating, a new meal to make 'em smile. Savoury bird's eye rissoles, they're made country style.
Enjoy new bird's eye rissoles, made to a special country-style recipe. For a spicy, savory farmhouse flavor, 2 big rissoles, just 1 and 5.
Savoury bird's eye rissoles, they're made country style.
Something thoroughly old-fashioned has happened to meat pies. Cotswold meat pies. Lavish with meat and light golden pastry. It's a long, long time since you can taste a pie quite like a Cotswold, baked by Brazils, to put back what the years have taken out. Try one and taste what you've been missing. Over 40 years ago, the Brazil brothers ran a family butcher's. About meat, they knew everything, just like their mother knew all about pastry. So when they made meat pies, they had a name for being the meatiest, lightest baked meat pies in the country. And today at Brazil's, nothing much has changed. Except that we make rather more of them.
Wiltshire, home of Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. So succulent and satisfying because they're country-made from tender Wiltshire pork, prime pork, and plenty of it. Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages, country-made from prime Wiltshire pork. Bowyer's, fresh every day.
Long before dawn, while you and I sleep, Percy Rawlings leaves Trowbridge in Wiltshire. Driving through the night, he makes sure you get Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages, so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. That's what's so special about Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. They're so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. Bowyer's.
Wiltshire, home of Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. So succulent and satisfying because they're country-made from tender Wiltshire pork, prime pork, and plenty of it. Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages, country-made from prime Wiltshire pork. Bowyer's, fresh every day.
Arthur White's up early. Has to be. Bowyer's deliver early to make sure you get Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages fresh. So fresh, you can taste their country-made with prime pork. That's what's so special about Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages. They're so fresh you can taste their country-made with prime pork. Bowyer's.
For all the narky things said about it, we reckon honest British food is the best in the world. It does not need the clever sauces of the continent. But perhaps the most typical of British food is the humble British banger. And we reckon the best British banger is Bowyer's. Rather more than a humble British banger.
In 1786, Mr. Wall made his first steak and kidney pie. 50 years later, he moved to Jermyn Street. And over the years, his pies became famous for lean beef, juicy kidney, light, flaky pastry, and appetizing gravy. Today, his shop is still there. His pies are just as tasty, but now we seal in the flavour. You're bound to make some improvements in 180 years.
First choice among housewives, Wall's pork sausages. Made with prime English pork, of course, but to the tastiest recipe yet. Wall's tried out dozens of recipes. 3 were chosen as specially tasty. Then, in a series of tasting tests, housewives made their first choice. The result? They chose recipe 27. It'll be your first choice, too. Wall's first choice pork sausages taste much tastier.
Who does make Wall's pork sausages first choice? The gentleman down at Wall's? No. They select the choice homebred pork for Wall's first choice pork sausages. But it's you, the housewife, who picked the recipe in a whole series of tasting tests. And you certainly picked a winner. Wall's first choice pork sausages are now eaten by more people than the next 5 makes together. Enjoy Wall's pork sausages. They'll be your first choice, too.
Because Mother Nature didn't create a package as neat as this to keep bacon fresh, Wall's had to. Wall's bacon is choice bacon, and each slice is cured individually, so it's got a flavor that's worth a little extra trouble to protect. You could say the Wall's pack protects like Mother Nature herself would. Maybe better.
Old oak, wonderful, wonderful old oak ham, wonderful lean, lean ham with a delicious flavor.
Old oak ham.
Senator salmon, eh? Never miss a bargain, do you, Mrs. Wood?
Well, my family just love tinned salmon, but can its price really be right?
Yes, that's right. Senator Coho Salmon gives you all the quality of a red salmon at about a shilling less. Senator's wonderful value for money, and taste the quality. You'll see their eyes sparkle when you give them Senator Salmon. Next time you're shopping, treat your family to Senator Salmon. Senator quality salmon at about a shilling less. New from John West.
Show with sunshine Maroc oranges with the marvelous thin skin, which means much more orange. Maroc means more flavor, sweet and juicy. Maroc, more orange, more flavor. That's Maroc.
Ha ha ha, he. Buttery potatoes just right for me.
Oh, that was just beautiful. Now really give it some.
McDougall's buttery instant mashed potatoes.
Oh, keep at it, lad.
The only instant mashed potato with milk and butter already added.
Great. Now for your big finish.
It's the butter that makes them butter.
It's the butter that makes them better, you fool.
Yes, it's the butter that makes them better, you fool.
Oh.
I say, Carol, have you seen one of these before?
What on earth is it?
It's a potato.
What's a potato?
It's what people used to make mash with in the days before Cadbury Smash. You have to peel it, cook it, then mash it.
Shall we try it? It's pretty good. But personally, I prefer the real thing.
For mash, get smash.
Every once in a while, George Patterson buys Mary Patterson a special kind of present. It's George's way of saying thank you for Mary's home cooking. He loves it. Loves the flavor of onions and herbs in Paxo stuffing. What a difference Paxo makes. Paxo, it's a gift to home cooking.
A Bowyer's sausage isn't a common or garden sausage. It's a posh sausage. It's made to our original Wiltshire recipe with some of the choicest pork in the county. But it costs little more than you'd normally pay for a banger, so you don't have to be rich to enjoy a posh sausage. You just have to say the name, Bowyer's.
The posh sausage.
Freshness is the prime ingredient of Dring's new family pork sausages. Sausages that don't disappear in the pan, but stay plump, tender, tasty, juicy. Ah, real meaty pork sausages. Fresh from Dring's, the meat of a meal.
Western-style sausages. A new kind of pork sausages from Harris. Harris Western-style sausages with a new kind of flavor. A friendly campfire flavor.
New Harris Western-style pork sausages with real campfire flavor. Try them soon.
Wow, do our delivery men slave. Like George, up at dawn, belting along the road. He goes mad, rushing Bowyer's sausages to you, fast to taste fresh. So fresh you really enjoy the prime Wiltshire pork. Quite berserk, George goes, making sure Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages are the freshest. If you see George dawdling, he's finished his round. Oh, that last pack's his. It's tough on Joe. Got copped for speeding today. We've had to reprimand him too. We know we insist Bowyer's sausages are delivered fast to taste fresh. So fresh you really enjoy the prime Wiltshire pork. But tomorrow you'll have to get your Bowyer's Wiltshire pork sausages just a few minutes later. Mind you, they're still the freshest sausages. As far as Joe's concerned, sometimes a little too fresh.
Take your mind off, Winter, with the Bring Home the Danish Bacon Joint contest. £30,000 worth of prizes. First, a £7,500 fully furnished home. Other star prizes, superb Danish furniture worth thousands. Food-filled refrigerators. Holidays in lively Denmark. Over 200 prizes. Details where you buy your Danish Bacon Joint in your newspapers and television weeklies. So bring home the Danish, Mother. There's £30,000 to be won.